Dragon Ball in 2020 has, for many reasons, some beyond what most of us even already know I'm sure, been very stale to say the least. The days prior to the Tournament of Power were some of the most memorable, especially for a recent Dragon Ball fan, as we went on a journey with Goku and Vegeta through the God Realm, both advancing and honing their skills to the point where they themselves rival those very gods. Super Saiyan Blue, or Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, led the way through the majority of Dragon Ball Super as this new transformation Goku and Vegeta now sought to master. However, of course, Goku's graceful display of Ultra Instinct in the tournament shattered any preconceived notions of the word power. Once again, Vegeta had been surpassed before his very eyes, and the stinging pierce of humiliation this time would come in the form of Vegeta's ultimate transformation being obtained by surpassing his limits in his own way again and achieving Super Saiyan Blue evolution, but it was, in a sense, belittled by Goku's awakening. Even to this day, a vast majority of us wait for the day that we feel Vegeta is rightfully bestowed that same godly power that Goku had unleashed in Ultra Instinct. We've done quite a few videos in the past introducing Ultra Instinct to a number of other characters in fan animations, different manga, and tons of other things, but in my honest opinion, nothing really beats seeing Vegeta in the main light achieving the greatness he was always meant for. Today, thanks to the amazing talent of Madison Animations, the true power of Vegeta may actually be realized. Near the climax of the Tournament of Power, both Goku and Vegeta were violently catapulted to new heights as they were forced into many life or death situations. However, by the end of the tournament, Vegeta had been eliminated sadly.
But it's over! I can't keep my promise. I hate myself for that.
Contestant Vegeta of the 7th has been eliminated.
In today's animation, we travel to a time where Goku and Vegeta were side by side in the final moments of the Tournament of Power, and due to Goku's sudden transformation and being pushed to identical limits himself in his battle against Universe 11, Vegeta has taken the necessary steps to also awaken his long-awaited divine powers, Ultra Instinct. Ultra Instinct Goku and Vegeta side by side is a sight that we as fans dream of nearly every day, or at least I do, as we reminisce on what could have been, but Madison Animations, as always, is sure to deliver a fantastic project around Vegeta and Goku as well, as they relive the final moments of the Tournament of Power that follows a much different flowchart from what we know. If you guys want to check out the original fan animation for yourselves, the link to both Madison's channel as well as the original video will be down below in the description box, so be sure to go leave a like on that video as well and show Madison some love. If you guys haven't already, be sure to have that notification bell turned on to never miss an upload, and if you've been enjoying all of the Dragon Ball content recently, consider leaving a like on this video as well, it really helps out a ton. Lastly, don't forget to follow on both Twitch and Twitter to stay up with me and all anime related content, guys. But without further ado,
Vegeta, pull yourself together!
Vegeta stands moments away from completing his biggest task yet, saving the entire universe from the gods themselves, alongside Goku as they engage in the final battle with Universe 11 in the Tournament of Power. Both Jiren and Toppo have achieved levels of godhood themselves, with Toppo harnessing the power of destruction after foregoing his former sense of justice. Jiren vs Ultra Instinct Vegeta. Jiren begins by throwing the first punch, which is easily blocked with one hand by Vegeta, already demonstrating impressive power as he looks unamused at Jiren. Across the battlefield, Ultra Instinct Goku and Toppo stand among one another, glaring each other down before a light speed clash between these two goes underway. Goku and Toppo are clashing at such a force and such speed that a lightning storm erupts from each collision, sending the two Omni Kings into an array of amusement, cheering the battle on. Goku maintains his pace, keeping up with each and every one of Toppo's moves as the battle rages on, but the question still looms. how long can these two keep this up with their new powers? Vegeta, not wasting any time, launches himself at Jiren as their battle begins, with Vegeta being the clear aggressor, trying to overwhelm his opponent from the start. Jiren, although able to dodge all of Vegeta's attacks, seems to be having trouble with the never-ending pressure, so he decides to separate himself momentarily, giving himself the chance to counterattack. Never having been pressed into a corner like this, Jiren retreats, but all this does is give Vegeta optimal range for his most devastating attack, and one that could end the tournament right here and now. The Grand Priest continues to happily spectate the match as Vegeta's power continues to rise, and we see him bring his hands together for his most devastating full power attack, the Final Flash. Vegeta begins converging massive amounts of energy in the palms of his hands, concentrating it to a form sure to obliterate anything it comes in contact with. And then, he releases his attack directly at Jiren. Jiren, however, with his impressive speed, is able to maneuver around the massive beam and appears right in front of Vegeta. This time, Jiren begins the attack, overwhelming Vegeta in a similar fashion to how he was as the two clash all across the arena. Belmod, God of Universe 11, looks on nervously as his last two warriors combat the strongest mortals he's ever seen outside of his own, all of them manipulating godly powers. However, something is much different about these two Saiyans. Vegeta's power erupts out of nowhere, exhaustion creeping, and across from him, Jiren looks on, already assuming the meaning of this outburst. During Goku's very first trials with Ultra Instinct, his body was already under extreme duress due to his prior battles in the tournament, and the extra stress from his body elevating to a state it had never seen before was detrimental to say the least, and by the end of the tournament, he was pretty much paralyzed from all of these factors. Vegeta, having been through a fairly numerous amount of battles himself throughout the tournament, would be nearing the same levels of exhaustion as Goku by this point. Spirit Bomb dive aside, Vegeta racked up over a dozen eliminations throughout the entirety of the Tournament of Power, and by this time, he, Goku, Toppo, and Jiren were the final warriors left. Vegeta would have had to have gone through an excruciating amount of stress in order to release his Ultra Instinct alongside Goku, however neither had yet to master it here. The last thing we see is Vegeta laying passed out from exhaustion, floating atop debris from the stage. His final attack, while extremely devastating, had exhausted the majority of his stamina, all while still not being able to defeat Jiren either. I feel like something like this would inevitably, in this realm at least, lead to a 1-on-2 or possibly still a 1-on-1 battle between Goku and Jiren and Toppo that would eventually be the driving factor in Goku mastering his Ultra Instinct by the end of the tournament in this story. However, Madison Animations has made sorta kind of a sequel, if you'd like to look at it that way, to this Tournament of Power that we've covered here as well, where Jiren meets one of the most powerful versions of Vegeta and Goku ever seen. Down below in the comments, let me know how you guys think a final battle between these four at the end of the Tournament of Power would have panned out, and also, do you think Goku and Vegeta versus Toppo and Jiren would have been even better than the ending we got? I mean, Android 17 will always be our MVP at the end of the day, but there will never be anything that stops me from wondering, what could have happened if that was Vegeta instead? That's gonna do it for this one, guys. Thanks so much for watching until the end. As always, if you made it this far, I really hope you all enjoyed the video. If you guys want to check out the original fan animation for yourselves, the link to both Madison's channel as well as the original video will be down below in the description box, so be sure to go leave a like on that video as well and show Madison some love. Be sure to have that notification bell turned on to never miss an upload, and if you've been enjoying all of the Dragon Ball content recently, consider leaving a like on this video as well. It really helps out a lot, guys. Don't forget to follow on both Twitch and Twitter to stay up with me and all anime related content, guys. But anyways, have a great day, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.